Good afternoon, students. Now we are learning our second unit optics. Students, today we are going to learn some basic concept about lenses. Before going to our topic, refraction through a convex lens. Students, when you joined two spherical lenses like this, the center part is look like convex lens. So this portion is called as convex lens. And then how do convex lens look like? So convex lens look like this. It is bulged at the center, and thin at the edge. So this type of lens is known as convex lens. And then there is also other type of lens. So again, take two spherical lenses and keep like this. The portion left behind like this. So this part is known as concave lens. So concave lens look like this. So concave lens is bulged at the edge. It is bulged or thick at the edge and thin at the middle. So first one is convex lens. Convex lens is thick at the center and thin at the edge, and then concave lens is thin at the center and thick at the edge. Students, the lens is a part of sphere, whether it may be convex lens or concave lens. So this is concave lens. When you extend this lens, you will get like this two spherical lenses. So the lens is a part of sphere. So the sphere will have center. So the sphere will have center. So the center of the sphere, whose part of the lens is called as center of curvature C. So this point is called as C. C meaning center of curvature. Students, at the same time, there is an exact center. There is an exact center for the lens also. So there is an exact center point for the lens also. That center is called as optical center, O. So O is nothing but optical center of the lens. There is a line which is passed through. So consider this as a lens. So this is optic center O, this is center of curvature C, and then center of curvature C. So there is a line which is pass through the center of curvature C and the optic center O, again the center of curvature C, and that line is called as principal axis. So principal axis. Students, our next concept, in the convex lens there is a optical center O. When a ray of light comes from infinity and converge at a particular point, and this point is called focus. So same focus also form on the other side of the lens. So every lens will have two focus, one on the left side and another on the right side. So every lens will have a two focus. So the distance between optic center O and the focus is called focal length. So the distance between optic center O and focus is called focal length. Now let's take concave lens. Concave lens, the ray of light, just draw a optic center O. The ray of light comes from infinity. The ray of light diverges. So concave lens is a diverging lens. So the ray of light is diverged at a particular point, and they are meet at a particular point. So they diverge from a particular point, and this point is called as focus. The same focus also form on the other side of the lens, and a concave lens also called as diverging lens. Convex lens is also called as converging lens. Refraction through a convex lens. Let us discuss the formation of images by a convex lens when the object is placed at various positions. Our first position is object at infinity. So which is unknown distance. Infinity meaning we don't know how much distance it placed. So first condition is object at infinity, and then our second condition, object placed beyond C. See here, the object placed beyond C. A and B are here mean for object, and A dash B dash is mean for image. And then third condition, when the object is placed at C. So this is the third condition, when the object is placed at C. And then fourth condition, when the object is placed between F and C. When the object is placed between F and C. And then last one, when the object placed at the principal focus F. When the object is placed at a principal focus, this is a special condition, when the object placed between the principal focus F and the optical center O. Let me explain you one by one. Our first condition, object at infinity. Consider a convex lens. center point, optic center O, and then this is the principal axis, and then principal focus F on the right side, and then principal focus F on the left side. So consider this as a F1 and a right side on the F2, and then 2F, the same distance you have to take as a 2F1, and then the side 2F2. So 2F2 is nothing but multiples of F, and also it is known as C. The C 2F is known as C. So now when a object is placed at infinity, we don't know where it is placed. So a real image is formed at a principal focus here. So light rays is coming from the infinity, and then it is focused at the, it formed at the principal focus. The image is formed at the principal focus. So the size of the image is much smaller. The size of the image is much smaller. Then that of object. So this is the first condition. When the object is placed at infinity, so the image you will get at a principal focus, and then the size of the image is much smaller than that of object. Our second condition, when the object is placed beyond C, so this is the convex lens. Center point is optic center O, and then this is the principal axis, and then F1 principal focus, right side F2, and then 2F1, and then right side 2F2. So here we going to place the object beyond C. So A and B is mean for object. Object, we have to follow the two rules. When a ray of light strike the convex or concave, so when a first rule, when a ray of light strike the convex or concave obliquely at its optical center, so see here, this is the optical center, it continues to follow its path without any deviation. So by using two rules, first rule, we are going to draw a straight line. So when an object is placed behind the center of curvature beyond C, the real and inverted image is formed. The real and inverted, the image is real, but it will be inverted between center of curvature and the principal focus. So between center of curvature and principal focus. So here we finished our first rule. What is the first rule? When a ray of light strike the convex at its optic center O, it continue to follow without any deviation. And then second rule. What is the second rule? When a ray parallel to the principal axis, it strikes the convex lens, refracted ray or converge at the principal focus. So here it will converge at the principal focus. So this is principal focus, and so exactly we will get the image here. When the 2 points are the 2 lines where it intersect, so that point we will get the image B dash A dash. Here A dash and B dash are the image. See here we get object A, B, but image B dash A dash. So the image is real but inverted. So when the object is placed behind the center of curvature, the real and inverted image is formed between the center of curvature. So this is the center of curvature C and principal focus F. So the image is formed between the center of curvature C and principal focus. Let me once again recall the two conditions for the formation of image when object is placed at infinity and the object placed beyond the C. So first condition, object at infinity. So consider this is the convex lens. The center point is O, is mean for optic center O, and then here F1 is for principal focus, and then 2F1 is center of curvature, and then right side F2 is nothing but principal focus. At the same time 2F2 is the center of curvature. So here when the light rays come from infinity, it formed at the principal focus. So it formed at the principal focus. When the light rays are coming from the infinity, so these are light rays coming from the infinity, it form at the principal focus of the another side, and then the size of the image is much smaller. So the size of the image is much smaller than the object. Students, this is second condition when the object is placed beyond C. So beyond C, here A and B are the object, and then it placed beyond C. So this is the C, 2F1 is the C. So the object is placed beyond C. We are going to follow the two rules. First rule, this is the first rule, when the light rays strike the optic center O. So this is the optic center O. When the light rays strike the optic center O, and then it continue to follow its path without any deviation. So it coming in a straight line. So it coming in a straight line without any deviation. So this is rule 1 and then rule 2. So here this is rule 2. When a light ray is parallel, so when a light ray is parallel to the principal axis, and then the refracted ray of the convex lenses appear at the principal focus. So here it appear, it come and meet at the principal focus. So this is rule 2. So when these two lines are intersect at a particular point, so this point, here this point we will get the image. And then the size of the image, is smaller than that of object. So it will be real. The size of the image will be real but inverted. Because here A and B is given as object but image is given as B dash A dash. So from these we can conclude that image is inverted. Students, kindly practice these two conditions and also read the rules to draw ray diagram. 3 rules. So these 3 rules are very important. By using these 3 rules only we can able to form the image. So you have to read 3 rules and first 2 condition, when the object at infinity and the object placed beyond C. So remaining condition we will discuss in our next online class. Thank you. Have a nice day.